would be a completely green home? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Local Edition. With me this hour is New Jersey State Assemblyman Upendra Chivukula of the 17th Legislative District. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
You've put in a proposal. It's Assembly Bill 3902, and the idea is to have a demonstration project to show us what's possible when it comes to home construction and building green buildings.
Yeah, if you look at the technology, it's really has really advanced, and also the cost of energy continues to skyrocket, and so we need to figure out a way how we can look into the building standards. And one of my proposal is to build a home, demonstration project home that is going to be 90% energy efficient. How is that possible? We are not really tapping into geothermal. There is so much of heat underground, and then that can be used for cooling as well as heating the homes. That's one thing. The second thing is the solar thermal, like a lot of the solar energy that not only using the photovoltaic for creating electricity, but you can also use it for creating hot water for various heating purposes. We're not making use of that. So this project, that we need to look at those aspects of it when you're building a new home. Also think about building materials, like in more materials that are provide more insulation. That way the heat loss or the cooling loss will be minimal. And also trying to come up with new technologies where you can do a recirculation, recycling of the heating and cooling, so that way the loss of heat and cooling will be minimal.
When we talk about technologies like geothermal, solar thermal, and this idea of recycling heat for reuse in other areas, what are some of the upfront costs associated with this? Obviously, saving energy is a good idea, but is it economically feasible to build our homes in this way at this point with the technology currently available?
Well, you know, first of all, if you're trying to orient the home in the proper direction, so that way you are able to get more solar energy, whether it's solar thermal or photovoltaic, that is not that difficult how you build the homes. And the orientation should not be difficult. Also tapping into materials, building materials that are much more energy efficient, that should not cost us that much more. And the heat, like whether right now you are depleting our natural resources, whether it's natural gas or oil that you're using for heating and cooling the homes. So what you can do is that if you are really tapping into the geothermal, upfront costs are going to be high, and there's going to be a payback period, maybe 10, 15 years. But once you do that, and after that, it's just a maintenance of those technologies.
So potential higher upfront costs, but if you amortize that over the life of the home and how long you're going to live there, you could actually save money.
Right. In addition to that, you have to look at the aspects of climate change in the quality of the emissions. If you have carbon dioxide, other greenhouse gases, New Jersey is one of the states where there's a high rate of respiratory illnesses. And if you have a good quality of air, and you should be in good shape.
This is a proposal at this point, proposed legislation, but if it does happen, where would this home potentially be built?
Well, you know, I think up north in Hudson County area, we are trying to see how we can go below the rock. There's a bedrock there, and try to go below the rock and extract the heat. That's one possibility. And it's not limited to that area. It's just a general proposal where we can extract the heat.
If this is actually built, if this project does move forward, what's the goal? Is the goal to have contractors, potential homeowners come out and see the potential that they could have within their own homes rather than traditional construction methods?
Right. I think this is going to make a very strong case among the builders community. So look, you know, if we can build it here, whether it's Hudson County or Camden, wherever it might be, you can build it and demonstrate that there are a lot of benefits in making use of the geothermal, solar thermal, and all the other techniques of building materials. So we'll be able to convince them for more the building standards in terms of accepting them. Right now they're resisting it because it's cost too much.
Okay, well, come back and give us an update. Let us know how this idea is moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've been talking with New Jersey State Assemblyman Upendra Chivukula of the 17th Legislative District. I'm Jill Horner.